Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Sellers Blog. It's a great Saturday morning here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are on the globe, you are highly welcome to this very special edition. Weekend games coming up. Yes. Weekend games are coming up, and it is tomorrow. Chelsea, Newcastle. A tough one, of course, for Chelsea. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are on the globe, especially on the continent of Africa, in Europe, in America, in Canada, Australia, or right here in Southeast Asia, you are highly welcome to this very special edition. Once again, you are welcome. Well, this morning we are starting for your breakfast. For your breakfast, we are starting on this note. Our pundits that have been working, we've been hearing them, seeing them on TV, Sky Sport, ESPN, and all the other sports networks. We're watching them throughout. How much do you think they earn? With all the talks and all the noise they make, how much are they earning? Annually, how much do you think your favorite pundits, Gary Lineker, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Roy Keane, Alan Shearer, how much do you think is their annual salary or their wages per week? How much do you think? Well, this morning, I want to let you understand that they are earning good. I mean, in terms of pound sterling, they are earning good money. But not as your footballers, not as your players anyway. Yeah, they talk and they talk and talk. I understand they have a lot of incentives. Apart from what they earn, they also have a lot of incentives. Yeah, they are brand ambassador to some companies as well. They have image rights. But annually, Gary Lineker earns the highest. Gary Lineker earns the highest of 1.350 million pounds. 1,350 million pounds annually. Followed by Gary Neville. These are siblings, you know. These are siblings. Gary Neville, he earns 1,100,000 pounds annually. Jamie Carragher earns 1 million pounds annually. Roy Keane earns 1 million pounds annually. Roy Keane, 1 million pounds annually. Alan Shearer, he earns the least among them. Alan Shearer earns 550,000 pounds annually. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure who negotiated the deal for Alan Shearer, but that is the amount he earns currently. Well, we move to some other important news about our football. Chelsea. You see, ladies and gentlemen, Chelsea are the only team in the Premier League, history, to get 8 games into a season without using anyone over the age of 27. Chelsea is the only team in the Premier League history to play 8 games into the season without using any player above the age of 27. Currently, our players, they are all below 27 years of age. In the Premier League history, playing 8 games without any player that is above the age of 27. Yes, for you to know how young our squad is, very young and talented. 18 years, 19 years, 21 years, 22 years, 23. Our average age is 22. Chelsea's average age is 22. 8 games into the season, we've not used any player above 27. Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Well, now, we are going back into our game against Panathinaikos because looking ahead into the game against Newcastle, I've been thinking which players qualify to play in the Premier League right now from the Team B into the Team A. Which player do you think are ready, not that qualified, but are ready or are making a case for our head coach to make use of in the Premier League currently? Which are the players? And I want to point out something. You see, Pedro Neto was an absolute quality playing against Panathinaikos. He was not the best of his performances though, because I have the statistics there which I'll be going to briefly. His pace, his 1-2, then the pace to beat the man in front of him. But before putting a cross for Modric to score, Neto's best attribute is crossing the ball. Pedro Neto's best attribute is crossing the ball into the area. His pace is almost similar to Modric himself. From that right flank, and 1-2 and beating his opponent before crossing the ball. That is what Noni Madueke is lacking. Noni Madueke 1 versus 1. Yes, he's very good 1 versus 1. But he doesn't have the pace as Pedro Neto. Oh yes, I know. Our head coach loves Noni Madueke so much. I will expect Noni to start tomorrow against Newcastle though. Well, one of the pundits that I didn't make mention of, yes, one of them I didn't make mention of because I didn't get a figure that he's on. Paul Mason. Paul Mason says something about Romeo Lavia, which I want to bring to your attention before I continue. Paul Mason, he says, Romeo Lavia and Moise Caicedo kept Chelsea defensively solid. But this point is very critical. Why I brought it up is very, very critical. Romeo Lavia and Moise Caicedo kept Chelsea defensively solid. But take note of the but there. They couldn't get the ball out to Cole Palmer. In the game against Panathinaikos, we saw the delivery into the area. But during the Premier League, when we played our last game against Liverpool, who played the role of João Felix in the Premier League? It's Cole Palmer. João Felix received more balls as the number 10. Cole Palmer could not receive ball because he was being marked. And apart from that, the attribute of Romeo Lavia is far different from Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez is able to locate Cole Palmer in his position far better than Romeo Lavia. Enzo Fernandez is able to, play a true forward pass to Cole Palmer than Romeo Lavia could do. This is exactly what Paul Mason is pointing out. Romeo Lavia and Moise Caicedo kept Chelsea defensively solid, but they couldn't get the ball out to Cole Palmer. Enzo Fernandez is definitely a better passer of the ball. Enzo is a better passer of the ball and can do that more often compared to the other two. Now, we saw it in the game against Panathinaikos when Enzo was playing the DM together with Dewsbury Hall. The partnership worked there. He was able to deliver the ball to João Felix. From that position, his passes were accurate. It was spot on. And I'll show you the statistics soon. I'll give you the stats soon. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to original business. Yesterday, our head coach had a press conference regarding the league game coming up on Sunday. He pointed out a few things, and I'll quickly go into those things, and I'll jump to our game against Panathinaikos. The players, let's see which of them actually deserve to play tomorrow's game. But Maresca in the press conference says something that Chelsea lack leadership. It broke my heart. Our head coach says we lack leadership in the squad, and he pointed out Reece James is not playing his role as a leader. I mean, he hit it right there on top that Reece James is not a leader in the team. He's not leading as he's expected. And as a matter of fact, he even went to the extent of saying that Levi Colwill stands tall as a leader than even Reece James. Let me quote. He said, I spoke with Reece and I expect from him more in terms of leadership. Inside the changing room and for different kinds of things. It not just ended. He said he spoke to Reece, right? Okay. He continued, he said, Levi Colwill is showing leadership ahead of Reece James at the moment. This is our head coach. Levi Colwill is showing leadership ahead of Reece James. Dear friends, so Reece is there. He's on the way, but he's not there. Reece is there. From last season, we know Reece James has been our captain. He is still the recognized captain. In his absence, then we have Levi. Then even last season, we had the Ben Chilwell. Right? Okay. This season, because of his injury, Enzo Maresca made Enzo Fernandez the captain. In the absence of Enzo Fernandez, then we saw Moise Caicedo taking the armband. But right now, our head coach is saying that Reece is not there. He's on the way, but he's not there. So he needs to make an effort in that one. The one that is doing fantastic in this kind of thing is Levi Colwill. Levi probably at the beginning of the season was not a leader. But now you can see that he is one of the guys that is always speaking. Leadership. I don't know how you see leadership. Our head coach is seeing it from a different angle. He's seeing players that are vocal when it comes to the dressing room, when it comes to team talk. Who are the players that are vocal? Who are the players that stands in and speak for the squad or ask questions or give direction on the field of play? He thinks Levi Colwill is far better than Reece James. Let me hear from you in the comment section. What do you also think? Do you think our head coach is spot on or not? Is that when you don't have a proper leader, you need to build that? I think we don't have a proper leader. We don't have guys. You can see them. Probably Tosin is one of the guys that is. So the rest we need to build them. So he even recognized Tosin as a leader in a dressing room than Reece James. Interesting. Interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear from you in the comment section what you think about that. Now, our head coach also speaking yesterday at a press conference rules out Jackson on the left wing and Nkuku up front to fit both in. He said, I don't think so. I don't see Nico in wide areas. In fact, he was asked whether he sees Nicola Jackson as a wide player on the left side. Most of us, we always advocate for that. Oh, Jackson is good from the wing, from the left side of the field. We saw under Pochettino where sometimes Jackson playing from the left. He's fast, his pace. We like his pace from the left side. Yeah, we saw it several times. So we feel that Jackson is better on the left. No, he's an outright striker. 9. Our head coach is saying he's ruling out Jackson on the left and Nkuku up front to fit both in. He said, no, I don't think so. I don't see Nico in wide areas. Sometimes it can happen in games. Happening in games simply means that sometimes players can switch position to confuse the opponent. Or he might be somewhere the ball will come to that area and he needs to move with the ball from that angle. Sometimes it can happen in games, but no, I don't see him there. Means that on his own, he will not place Jackson on the left flank of the field. He will not. Ladies and gentlemen, before I continue to some other items, Chelsea are still giving time to Judge Acheampong to decide on his contract, but want a solution as soon as possible. Contract proposal remains available on the table. Understand Acheampong's family is active and involved in this negotiation up to the player's side. Josh issue, we discussed it throughout this week, and Fabrizio Romano is reporting again that the contract is on the table for Judge Acheampong. And Chelsea are looking for solution as soon as possible. They want a response from the player as soon as possible. Look, it is his choice. He can decide not to sign and run down his contract. It is his choice. The worst Chelsea can do is to freeze him out, as they have done right now. The player is currently frozen out of the first team squad, and they are 21s. So they can decide to do whatever. He can choose to train outside the squad, the main squad, once he runs down his contract, if that's what Chelsea wants. But I believe that both sides will come to an agreement. You know, everyone is fighting for himself. The club is fighting for themselves. The player is also fighting for himself. The reality of the matter is that these owners, these are Chelsea owners, they have their own way of doing things. They have, a club that is looking for profit. Every dime, every cent matters to them a lot, and they don't want to end up losing the player to Real Madrid or Liverpool. That is why they want to tie him down with probably with a release clause. Yeah, dear friends. All right. Can I have 5 minutes more? All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go straight away into our game against Panathinaikos. Yeah. Or, you see, we played a very good game. I enjoyed the game. I love it. Everything that the players have done. But guess what? This is what I want to do right now. And it will take a little bit of a time. Let me rather come back in my next episode, because I have graded all the players, their performances, everything that happened from the beginning of the game to the end of it. I should be back with more exclusive in the coming hours on the statistics. Watch out for that. It's very exclusive. Don't miss out on the next one, dear friend. Watch out for it. You love it, you enjoy it. I promise you that. I'll see you guys in the next one when you see me, dear friends. Shalom and peace.